Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nadia. I'm a Vedic Astrologer and Psychic Medium. So today we are going to talk about the effect of Jupiter transiting Aries for each zodiac sign. Okay, I know that I'm kind of late. I'm really sorry for that. I know Jupiter moved to Aries since 2 weeks now, but I believe because it's a slow moving planet, so that means after a while it will start to give you a result, which is right now. All right. And as we know, Jupiter in Aries will form in Guru Chandal Yoga until late September. All right. So today we are going to discuss about it in details for each zodiac sign. As usual, I will divide my explanation into several parts, and the timestamp will be in description box. Before we start, I already made a video about Jupiter and Rahu are together in the sign of Aries. And also I explained about Jupiter being in Aries for the next 1 year. All right. So I'm not going to tap into this energy again. I will just put the link in the description box, and you just can refer that as a part 1, and this will be a part 2 of the explanation. All right. Okay. So we're going to jump directly to explaining for each zodiac sign in this case. Now, we have for Aries, we have Jupiter and Rahu are together in the sign of Aries and is aspecting the 5th house and the 9th house. So for Aries ascendant, I believe this is a period for rejuvenation, putting your life on track, and perhaps thinking about yourself. Let's say, for example, you've been thinking or putting your energy into people more than yourself. Perhaps you've been in dilemma in the last period. Now you're kind of getting back on track and knowing what do you want, what do you need in life. Jupiter in ascendant or transiting ascendant, it shows epiphany. It shows energy of realization towards certain things in your life. It shows wisdom. All right. So perhaps during this period, you will kind of realize about certain things, or you will start to acknowledge about certain things. And now this is a period where action will start. That means, okay, I realize that 1 + 1 is equal to 2. Now let me act accordingly. All right. I believe Jupiter transiting for Aries is excellent. All right. So if you've been actually in the energy of confusion, unsettled mindset, or being in dilemma, again, because of Rahu, Jupiter coming into ascendant, it will nullify, right? It will put you into action, kind of energy. Okay, so it's aspecting the 5th house. That means your courage, your self-esteem, your ambition towards something will start to get enhanced. And because it's aspecting the 9th house, again, that means you will get epiphany or wisdom or realization, all right? Or information about whatever thing that you've been hanging on or you've been kind of confused about. Jupiter in the ascendant for Aries sign, that means it's the maximum power of Jupiter. It's Digbal for Jupiter. Again, it's supposedly to be excellent and good period. It might be kind of chaotic at the beginning, which is right now, all right, because of the eclipse and whatever happened. It will start to get better around the late stage of the transit, which means about September or August. All right. So I hope it was helpful. Let us check down the sign of Taurus. Change to Taurus. Okay. So we have the sign for Taurus ascendant, moon or ascendant. It doesn't matter, okay? We have Jupiter and Rahu are conjunct in the 12th house, and this will be aspecting or impacting your 4th house and your 8th house. This is kind of period where you might feel that you want to be isolated because your focus or your energy or your interest kind of shifted to something else. It could be related to, again, traveling, spirituality, occultism. Perhaps you are trying to kind of settle yourself home, wise thing, or family, spending more time with yourself, with people that you love, the people that it's surrounding you or close to you. All right. So Jupiter and Rahu together in the 12th house right now, it shows, again, energy of epiphany in terms of spirituality or knowing yourself. It also shows a healing. Perhaps there are some patterns from the past that you keep carrying on with you. Somehow it's being released during this period of time. Oh yeah, I need to do this, this, and that instead. So you're gonna go ahead with it, all right? It also shows a transformation. Again, it's transformation not in the sense something bad, but it can be, again, the way how you're seeing life, the way how you're seeing yourself, the way how you kind of like dealing with people as an overall. All right. So this is pretty much a healing period that you might feel a bit detached and isolated from others, or you don't have energy actually to give it to people. All right. The thing is that because you're a Taurus ascendant and you have sharing the sixth house also, it's Libra. That means your ascendant and your sixth house are ruled by Venus, right? A side note of that, it can show as an ending of certain relationship in your life. Maybe they could be like their past life enemies or past life opposition. Something has to do with people from a past life could already manifested in your life, and during this period you're just cutting them off or they will leave you. All right, it's an ending of something because it's activating your 12th house. You got to see what type of theme that's playing out in your life right now, and it start to end, because for sure there is some sort of ending. A new beginning, a new cycle will start up. All right, the new beginning and new startup, you might feel it again by the end of this year, around October, September, when Rahu moves to the sign of Pisces. All right, so this is for Taurus people. I hope it was helpful. Okay, let me delete this thing. All right, let's talk about Gemini here. So for Gemini ascendant, we have Rahu Guru Chandal Yoga going on in your 11th house, all right? And it's aspecting and activating your 3rd house and your 7th house. This can be considered as an excellent period of time, all right? Because Rahu usually feel comfortable in 11th house, along with having Jupiter here, it's mean expansion. 11th house is naturally connected to money, gain, wish fulfillment, professional network circle, expansion in some way or another. All right. So Jupiter and Rahu coming up here, it shows that your courage, your speech, your intellect kind of skill, it will start to rise. Maybe you will get to know more people. Maybe you'll get to know more connection. There will be some sort of expansion. If you're looking forward, let's say, to get married, okay, or to get engaged, it might happen during this period of time. But Jupiter will become like a catalyst to indeed manifest one of your wishes. All right. Depend on your life circumstance, depend on your Mahadasha, Antardasha, but as a general mundane level, this can be considered as excellent period of time. All right. So there is no worries for Gemini. Oh, good. Okay. So let us move to Cancer people. Okay. So Cancer. So for Cancer, we have Jupiter and Rahu are together in the sign of Aries of the 10th house. Okay, if your 10th house, it will activate your 2nd house and activating your 6th house. So this is strongly connected to career, professional network circle, status, legal papers and law. Okay, so let's say, for example, if you are actually looking forward to finish some legal papers or to kind of like win in some law case, all right, or you just want to finalize some papers or something that has to do with money and government, most probably during this period it will get finalized. All right, that's for sure. If you are looking forward to do some expansion, business network circle, okay, expanding your business network circle, even, okay, again, like creating a new business partnership, this period can show a strong indication it might happen. All right. The thing is that Jupiter and Rahu also actually is looking at your 2nd house and is looking at your 6th house. So it can give you a mixed kind of result. Although maybe the money flow will be there, but somehow there can be some sort of stagnation, somehow some sort of like heaviness. again, it's like very work-oriented period. You will be more into like, I want to put my life on track, or I want to put things in order. All right. So it can be a bit challenging because some obstacles might happen here and there. But yet, if your dasha is supportive, if Jupiter and Rahu transit in your 10th house is supportive according to your chart, your Ashtak Varga is good, then this is a great indication that will be a period where you're gonna progress a lot. All right, and most probably you already feeling that, since again Rahu is in Aries since last year around March, right? So see and navigate yourself what is the theme, and whatever that theme is supposed to expand right now. All right, so again, I mean, disclaimer here, it depends on your overall chart, but as general mundane level, that's how I see it. Okay, so I hope it was helpful for Cancer people. Let's go to Leo. Okay, so for Leo ascendant, we have Jupiter and Rahu transiting your 9th house, and it's activating your ascendant, okay? And it's activating your 5th house. So this is pretty good period, actually, all right? So Jupiter and Rahu together in the 9th house, it can show relocation, traveling. It can show also pursuing higher education. It can show also a support and guidance from higher authorities, father, or masculine figure as overall in your life. Whomever that masculine figure or someone that will enter your life during this period, they will give you wisdom, knowledge, and information, I would say, that will help you to progress in life, or somehow maybe it will activate a creativity ideas and thoughts in order for you to pursue whatever you want to pursue in life. And most probably it has to do with career. All right. So this period is more like self-development period, and it's self-empowering period more than anything else. All right. It's decent. It's pretty good period, I would say. All right. It's not really bad. Again, it depends on your Mahadasha, but I would say this is a decent period. Okay. So this is for Leo people. I hope it was helpful. Okay, move to Virgo. So Virgo, we changed the ascendant here. All right. So for Virgo ascendant, okay, this is a very ugly star, but never mind. Okay, so we have Jupiter and Rahu in the 8th house, activating your 12th house and activating your 4th house. This is a period of time where you will be more focused towards yourself, your inner work, your self-empowerment, perhaps adjusting and changing things that you're supposed to change from the past. I'm not saying past life, but from the past, like from the previous period. You might be holding on something, you don't want to release it. This period of time, it can show indeed a significant transformation. Again, Rahu is like a blast of bomb. Jupiter is expanding it. So if you have Rahu is just blasting off fire, you get Jupiter is just expanding the fire of Rahu. Okay, and it's happening in your 8th house of transformation and change. So definitely there will be some sort of theme related, again, to home, personal life, your perspective about life, things like that. Personal life in general, it will be a strong focus during this period. All right. It's like a period where you have to expect unexpected. And most probably you already felt that energy since last year when Rahu moved to your 8th house. And perhaps because of the eclipse that happened, also you felt some change. But again, you have to wait until September, August. And the theme, whatever is supposed to manifest in your life, it will show between August and April of next year. So you still have like pretty good 1 year, I would say, to experience whatever I just said right now. All right. So again, it depends on your Mahadasha, depend on your overall chart, depend on your Ashtak Varga. It's not necessarily transformation in the bad way. It can be also in the good way, right? So I hope it was helpful. So get back to the sign of Libra here. Okay. So we have Jupiter and Rahu is in the 7th house because you are Libra ascendant, right? So it will activate your 11th house and activating your 3rd house. Okay, so can be a bit tricky period for you. Okay, if a 7th house in your chart is not really strong, if the Mahadasha is not really strong also, it might indicate a serious problems in marriage. All right, it can indicate a serious problem in marriage, indicate a serious problem in relationship and partnership. But on the contrary, it can indicate that you might get into relationship, you might get into new partnership, you might expand your business, your work, whatever you are being wishing for. It can give you the fulfillment. All right, your self-esteem, your confidence, the way how you talk, the way how you connect with people, it will start to get like more evident. Like people like, oh yeah, I mean, this person is interesting, you know, we gotta listen to them, or we gotta like follow them, something like that. Rahu and Jupiter here, it can show mini fame if your chart actually supporting such activation. All right, so perhaps from now on, actually you might already felt it again since March of last year, and you will feel it more intensely from now until August and September, and then things will get more settled after August, September till April of next year. All right, but as of overall, I mean, this is a great period. This is actually a wonderful period for Libra ascendant. Okay, so I hope it was helpful. Okay, moving on to the sign of Scorpio. All right. So for Scorpio people, we have Jupiter and Rahu transiting your 6th house and is activating your 2nd house and your 10th house. This is pretty much a same kind of combination of Cancer people. This shows a strong inclination, a strong energy towards work, career, manifesting money, wealth, saving. This will be the focal point in your life and concentration for the next, let's say, 1 year from now. But heavily from now until, again, September. All right? It can show opposition. Enemies from a past life might show up during this period of time. But because Jupiter is in the 6th house, that means you will be able to overcome. You will be able to defeat them. You will be able to just rise above. If you are actually stuck in some cases, some issues or some problems, Jupiter here will come and will start to solve it for you. It's actually a good period. All right. If Jupiter and Rahu and overall of your chart or Mahadasha are supportive, this can show, again, elevation, recognition, enhancement in career, enhancement in finance. All right, it can get a bit intense during this period, but it will start to get better after September. It depends on your overall chart. Okay, so I think it's good, but you gotta stay focused. All right, you gotta stay focused, be always dedicated, and be always like, you know, disciplined, and put your work and whatever energy that you're supposed to give. All right, so like, is it that energy like you don't give up? Okay, just keep going. So I hope it was helpful. So yeah, I mean, good luck. Now let's explain Sagittarius. So Sagittarius people, we have Jupiter and Rahu transiting your 5th house, is activating your your ascendant and your 9th house. So this is a period where it shows your self-esteem, self-confidence, the way how you want to show yourself, expansion in professional network circle. You will have more friends during this time. It might show up. It also shows that you might learn new skill, might learn new knowledge, information that somehow will help you in your career or in your personal life. Okay, so this is a period where you want to like, I want to focus on myself to be the best version of myself type of energy. All right. Another way we can read it, if you have kids, Maybe you will be more focused on enhancing, improving their life. Or it also shows if you want to conceive, it might indicate you can conceive during this period. All right. I think as overall for Sagittarius, it's a good period. All right. Again, depending on your Mahadasha and your overall chart, but this is a period where it shows your personality, your character, your charisma will start to highlight and people will start recognize you. It can also show like a mini type of fame. Okay. So I hope it was helpful. Let's us talk about Capricorn ascendant. So Capricorn ascendant, we have Jupiter and Rahu are transiting the 4th house, and it's activating your 5th. No, sorry, your 8th. My apology. It's activating your 8th house and your 12th house. So for Capricorn people, this is a period where you might feel like you want to spend more time with your family, with your close friends, or being at home. This is a period of time where you feel like, you know, I think I have to change something at home, or I have to do this at home. I need to settle down my family, something like that. It's more like being in your private life or focusing in your private life more than people, more than career. All right. This is a period where you feel like you need to be more relaxed, or you are actually more relaxed, hopefully, or there is again a concentration of putting your family life or home and household and so on in order. All right. So again, it depends on how strong it is. It can be a bit annoying because we're activating another 2 Dushtana houses here. It can show transformation. It can show some financial losses, or maybe you will feel like some of your family members will need your help, will need your guidance and support, which can actually also overwhelming sometimes, or can be sometimes it's just like feeling burdened because we have your ascendant lord here sitting in the 2nd house. That means it has and can be related to finance or money. All right. If you're looking forward to buy a new property, to sell new property, it might happen during this time. If you're looking forward to relocate, it can happen during this time. If you are thinking to do some renovation at home, it also can happen during this time. It can be pretty intense from now until September, and will start to get better and nullified when Rahu move out from your 4th house. All right. So I hope it was helpful. So now we move to the sign of Aquarius. So for Aquarius people, we have Jupiter and Rahu in your 3rd house, and it's activating your 7th house and activating your 11th house. This can be considered as an excellent period. All right, because Jupiter and Rahu, specifically, let's talk about Rahu. Having Rahu actually in 3rd house is excellent because it's one of the Upacha houses. It gives you more self-esteem, more confident, more determined to manifest and just go get whatever you want. Because again, Jupiter is energy of expanding things. It will start to amplify that energy. Like, yes, I want to. Yes, I will go for it. Yes, I will conquer it. All right. So you will see that you will be more kind of have, I would say like you will have directed path, or your path here will be clearer right now. Okay, I think I have to do this. I have to do that. When Jupiter moved to the 3rd house with Rahu. So as if like your determination and energy and ignition now has a guru sitting with it. So Jupiter here will guide you. All right. So wherever comes to your mind, whatever comes to your intuition, you just go ahead with it, because perhaps it's a message or sign from Guru. All right. AKA Jupiter. All right. So your speech can get enhanced. There can be some great amount of expansion in professional network circle, in a relationship, in a partnership, even in career. It shows also that you might work more harder during this period of time, or you kind of feel overwhelmed with work and job during this period also. all right? But I mean, you will be fine. Like, you will get that recognition, or you will pay it off after this period, all right? So I hope it was helpful. Now we move to the sign of Pisces. Okay. So for Pisces, Jupiter and Rahu are sitting in your second house and is activating your 6th house and 10th house. So this is a period where you might have to be careful with your expenditure and finance, unless that the second house in your chart is strong and your Mahadasha is supportive. Otherwise, it might show extra expenditure or unnecessary expenditure might happen either due to personal reasons, like I want to spend on myself more, or it can be because of family circumstance that you need to pay or you need to help them. All right, it shows some sort of, I don't want to say obstacles, but you will notice that you will start to restructure or create stronger foundation when it comes to wealth, finance, and how you want to accumulate your money. It can also show sometimes a change in job, because Jupiter actually is the 10th lord, yeah? So we have 10th lord is sitting in the second house. It can indicate a new ways of making money, a new ways in investment, and new ways of how you want to create your wealth, or again, creating that saving box and whatever, right? If a Mahadasha is supportive, it can show a change in job totally, or professional. So Rahu can make you a bit extreme in your investments, so you gotta be careful, right? Because it's activating your 6th house. Well, you gotta be calculative in both cases, but you might need to be more calculative if your Mahadasha actually is not supportive. So that means you have to think twice before you spending, before you starting something new during this period, okay? Because it's kind of not advisable. It's a good period, again, it's nothing wrong with it, but you have to be just more careful, all right? So that's it. I hope it was helpful. Please let me know what do you think, and if you have any question in comment section, all right? And if you are interested to book with me a personal reading, my details are all in description box. Thank you so much for tapping in. Thank you for your time and listening, and wishing you to have a wonderful and beautiful Jupiter and Rahu transit. Thank you.